dexterity, but I need 35 if I want to gain this. And what else would I want in the future? All that I require for this is level 16. And then we have dexterity, dexterity, dexterity. So clearly minimum 36 dexterity is what we're looking for. And we'll coup de grace. But first oh yeah, that was level 12. What are these again? Exploit weakness. During a successful backstab, the assassin gains additional damage based on cunning. Excellent. And then lacerate. Whenever a backstab deals enough damage, the assassin's foe is riddled with bleeding wounds that inflict additional damage for a short time. Fantastic. Sounds good. And finally, Feast of the Fallen. The assassin thrives on the moment of death. Stamina is partially restored whenever the assassin fells an opponent with a backstab. Excellent. That sounds very World of Warcrafty. Alright. I'm pleased with that. And onward. I really would like to get back to camp, but I have to be very careful. Because if I go into this town, I believe, and I start this quest, I think if I leave and come back...
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
Sure, what's on your mind?
Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know Arl Eamon exactly?
Oh, I think you... Why? Are you his son? Well, it's funny you should say that. I think you said he raised you?
I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born. Arl Eamon took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because... well, because my father was King Marek, which made Caelan my half-brother, I suppose.
Holy shit. What? You don't think you might have told me this before? So, you're not just a bastard, but a royal bastard?
Ha! Yes, I guess it does at that. I should use that line more often. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Caelan's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
Well, you do realize this makes you next in line for the throne, do you not? I can't believe you were so stupid. You should have told me. Does Loghain know?
Why wouldn't he? He was King Marek's best friend. I don't know if that means anything, though. I certainly never considered the idea that it might ever be important. Arl Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
Did she know the truth about you?
She may have, but I think it's more likely that she feared the rumors might be true. I can't blame her for that. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall, and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually he just stopped coming.
But you are an heir to the throne, right?
Let's hope not. I'm the son of a commoner and a Grey Warden to boot. It was made very clear to me early on that there was no room for me raising any rebellions or such nonsense. And that's fine by me. Now, if there's an heir to be found, it's Arl Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard... Oh, no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
As you command, my prince.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to regret this. Somehow I just know it.
Okay, so I'm hoping that until I go over that bridge, I'm safe to camp. I'm a little worried that is not the case. Let's see, it might warn me. The Urlasans conquered Ferelden in a... Yeah, I think we read this. Beginning a long brutal rule that ended...
I don't understand. You look like a woman.
Well, thank you. Are you flirting with me, Sten?
Flirting? I don't know this word. Speak the common tongue. You are a Grey Warden, so it follows that you can't be a woman.
Oh, sexist. That doesn't make any sense, Sten.
So you understand my confusion, then?
No. Well, I'm confused now, anyway.
Women are priests, artisans, shopkeepers, or farmers. They don't fight.
That's not a very comprehensive list.
The laborers, soldiers, and Ashkari are men. There is nothing else left.
Wow, you have a very simplistic society, Sten. None of this makes any sense, Sten. What if they don't want to be any of those things?
What does that have to do with anything? No one gets to choose who they are.
What? Of course they do.
A person is born, Gunari or human or elven or dwarf. He doesn't choose that. The size of his hands, whether he is clever or foolish, the land he comes from, the color of his hair, these are beyond his control. We do not choose, we simply are.
But a person can choose what to do.
Can they? We'll see.
Oh, I didn't think he would approve, and he did. Excellent. He falls into my trap. Okay, I think we have...
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife?
let me see your wares.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods, my boy, and...
Yes, I'm sure I will be. Again, backpack, so far so good. We're running out of space, but not so much that I need to spend half my money on a backpack. My god, what are they made out of? Alright, so I want to unload some of this stuff. We don't need battle axes. I'm not going to give them to anybody. Silly. At some point you kind of want to give everybody a bow, but let's just keep the longbow and the crossbow. There's a couple of fights that are made quite easy, even if you're incompetent with a bow. If everybody just stands back and starts firing bows, you can actually get through some pretty intense battles. And then, of course, we've got all this stuff. Scale gloves. Who else are we having along here? Trying to remember who else joined. Well, we'll keep a set of splint mail, so that means the scale can go. Studded leather, this might be a mistake, but we can always buy something back, I suppose, or... Chain mail? We've got splint mail, let's get rid of the chain mail. Metal kite. That's mine. That's not bad either. Heavy chainmail. We're not going to have more than one person. Let's sell one of those. We probably can sell more. I know. Just this early in the game, I don't want to go nuts and sell something I might use. That's the constant battle. I wish there was a button that said sell all the crap that I'm not going to ever need in the game. And it knew how you played. That would make my life so much easier. And some flasks, yes. Let's get some flasks. Okay. Concentrator, I don't know what this is yet. That's the other thing I haven't put any points into, of course, is poison. But we'll get to it. After all, I don't know, can you buy poisons beyond your skill level and still use them? If you know what I mean? Blood Dragon. Is that the armor that... Yeah, this isn't stuff that everything you've ever sold to him. It's just a recent sale. Alright. I'm still wondering about what happened to that armor. I suppose if I go back and I watch my own videos, I'll see myself sell it to somebody out of silliness. I'm not the only one that remembers it, right? Okay. The other thing I wanted to talk to was Sandal.
Enchantment?
I want some enchanting.
Enchantment!
Because I think... Let's see, this is... That's the only item that I can enchant? I thought we found a sword that was enchantable. Wasn't that new sword enchantable? Oh, and you can remove enchantments. Excellent. Yeah, I thought we... Oh, that's why I left it up in the... Yeah, no problem. Don't mind me. I left that other sword up in the soldier's keep. So, I think what I will do here is I'll end this. I'm probably going to do the whole thing of wandering around camp again. The last time I did that I put warnings on the video, and I think I'll do the same thing again. So this is probably a good time to end this, because I'm going to go around and chat with everybody, and I'm sure some people would just prefer to skip that. So, as always, I thank you for watching, and I thank you for listening. I encourage you to leave comments, suggestions, or infantile abuse. I promise I read it all. And if you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel or give me the thumbs up, and you'll see lots more of them. So we'll see you next time. Cheers, everybody.